Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. My channel is about marriage to a woman from the Philippines. And today I want to talk about an aspect of a Filipina. It won't apply to everybody, but it does to mine. And it's something that would be good if you would be able to find in the person that you are looking for. And that's about being responsible. Please leave a comment about this if you have found a responsible woman. Now, back in 2015, 9 years ago, seems like yesterday, that's when I started looking for a Filipino wife. And I decided I better broaden my search outside the United States because I wasn't finding anybody. So today, I'm going to tell you about a wonderful quality I've noticed out of many good qualities, and that is about being responsible. Now, when I was looking, I don't remember having a long list of, boxes to check off, and I would advise or suggest people don't have a long list of must-haves, or you probably will not get married. Leave a comment if you agree about that or not. So, as far as being responsible, excuse me, that wasn't exactly something I was even thinking about. Obviously, if I had noticed someone was irresponsible, I probably would have just, ended that right there, because if they're irresponsible before marriage, chances are they'll be irresponsible after you're married. So please subscribe here, Love Beyond the Sea. I've got many videos, about 1,800 plus, detailing what it's like to be married to a Filipina and to stay married to them. I'm very pro marriage. Now, she was responsible, my wife, before I got married. It's not like we got married and she decided she better start stepping up her game and being responsible. I met her like only 39 days after I winked at her online back in 2015 from over 9,000 miles away. And I was obviously attracted to her, and didn't take long to know there was more to her than that. I was very impressed with her, and she was very responsible. For example, of the 4 or 5 women I talked to early on back then, she was the only one that was on time. In fact, she was 5 minutes early. 5 minutes early to talk to some guy, stranger from the other side of the world. That little thing made a big impression on me, that she was responsible. Now, and not to mention trustworthy. And she was, for a brief while, a special needs teacher for young students with Down syndrome in the Philippines. And I remember her telling me about, the designing the learning plans, and I was so proud of her. And she has a college degree. And by the way, she's also was working on an associate's degree here in the United States. She's one class short, and I hope she's able to take that. Problem is, it's got to be in class, and in person, that kind of interferes with your work. And she's had other jobs in the Philippines. In fact, she's been here 8 years, and she's had 2 supervisor jobs. I don't think she had anything like that in the Philippines before she got here. And if I remember right, she had a brief 2-week trial here in the United States, her first job, after passing math and English and drug test at a temporary agency. And they gave her 2 weeks. It's just, humble, uneventful job of, nondescript job of peeling labels. But she peeled labels really fast. And I can see her taking those trays and going in and out of the cooler and keeping track of the inventory. And some important people were also chipping in at that time, because it was a big project. Everybody, no matter how much you made, salaried or not, had to put in some time. I'm sure a lot of people weren't happy about that, but that's the way it was. And she was very impressive, and that kind of helped get her start in the door. And I've always told her, work as hard as you can no matter what, because somebody's probably going to see you or find out about you, even if you don't think that they're watching you at the time. So now she's got her second supervisor job, and I encourage her in that because she's got tremendous skills, and I think she'll make an outstanding supervisor. And I can see why they hired her because she's responsible. When we were getting married, for example, there's a lot of work that has to be done if you're going to get married in the Philippines. And what she did, she designed the invitations. We had a bigger wedding. I think 100 plus people were there. And, she had to get together with a photographer, videographer, find a minister, find the wedding location and rent that. Of course, they got food, so you got to find cooks and arrange the food, a wedding MC, you name it. There had to be some organization. Oh, not to mention clothes to wear. She wanted to do it all herself. And again, please leave a comment if you can describe how your Filipina has been very responsible. And she worked hard to get a barong to fit me. And she even, see over there, you're not supposed to do anything like a couple days before the wedding. She just kept wanting to make things better and better for the wedding venue. And if she didn't like something, she said, do it over. And so she put in some extra time for that, just so that wedding day would be the way that she wanted to. And I don't see her ever not being a responsible person. I still remember when she had, because I used to work there, where she did at the time 10 little uniforms, very tiny uniforms, and the pants, smallest pants, but they looked too big on her, and it looked like uniform or scrubs for a child. But oh no, this was the uniforms. After you get the scrubs, you get promoted, you get uniform with your name on it. And boy, I was so proud of her for doing that. And she's just continued to move up in the workforce. Some men, I know, they don't want their Filipina to work, perhaps because they don't trust her around other men, especially younger men. They don't trust her around women because the women will tell them, what are you doing being married to an older guy? You're getting a raw deal, made a mistake, you should do this, and then put bad ideas in her head. But if she's responsible and trustworthy, you've got to hope that she will ignore all that kind of talk. Also, she's been responsible here at home. She keeps the house clean, organized, orderly, does the cooking. She's very responsible around here. Outside the house, she likes to cut the grass, flowers, lights to go around, like they have in the neighborhood. Christmas, she wanted to really get some nice decorations there. And, I just kind of let her go and let her do her thing. And she's very, very responsible. She drives, which is part of having a job. And I remember she got a 2017 brand new SUV, and I paid the down payment, and then she wanted to pay off the rest of it in 3 or 4 years. At the time, this is like a $35,000 car and a full warranty. She made all the payments. She got it paid off, hasn't had a car payment for a couple years. And we're already saving for the next car. And she keeps it stocked with a lot of stuff, but it's clean and it's organized for her. And when you look for a woman from the Philippines and you're thinking about this video and is she responsible, you might ask her about the type of job she's had, if she's had a job, the responsibilities she has had in her life, maybe some challenges she's faced in her life. And, take a look at her belongings. Does she look like she takes care of them? Is she organized? I think I would like to see that. So, let's take a look at her room. Does she take care of everything, or is it scattered all over the place? Well, I'm so happy that I can rely on my responsible love beyond the sea.